We run up on a leaf, we begging for a thief. Static prayer where I just laugh, there's nowhere to clear. I prefer to move in silence, love is on the island.
What up? We back. Like we never left. We back in this thing like loose shoestrings. Distinguished gents, we in this thing. Also, man, we got a special guest in the house tonight, man. Coming all the way from Portland. One of the newest hip hop heads in this game, man. Killing it in the underground scene. I'm talking about killing it. I'm talking about getting this thing out there, man. We got a special guest tonight, Mal London.
Yes, sir. It's poppin', man. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me, man. For real.
No problem, man. Glad to have you on, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What you got going?
Shit, right now, man, we still bunkered down. So we Portland hasn't really opened up officially yet. So we just kind of right now getting through the motions. But myself, I'm just recording a bunch, man. Just kind of staying working and trying to stay productive, while also just, kind of trying to enjoy this time off, honestly, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at.
Man. Like I do to every guest and everybody, every show, man. What are you sipping on over there, bro?
Man, I'm drinking a little vodka, a little Ciroc right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ciroc and Sprite. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
Razzle dazzle.
He's grown now. He's grown.
He say he's grown now. Huh?
Oh man,
grow. So fellas, how y'all feeling tonight, man? Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, hell yeah.
Feeling back in this day, man. Feeling good, man.
We're fam bam. You know what I'm saying?
All day. We back in the flesh again, man. It's the third time we came all together. Ralph drove down the way from San Antonio back in this thing like loose shoestrings, like I say.
Had to get my ass out here, man.
For sure, man.
And like the age.
Man, like I always do, man. What y'all sipping on, okay? What you got in the glass,
got some Moscato going, you know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. A little lightweight.
Yeah, I got this good old Stella Rosa. That tropical mango, that good old wine.
For sure, man.
Sorry, we bougie over here, bro.
As always, man, I'm the alcoholic of the group, man. I'm drinking this good old small batch tequila, man. It's what they call it, Terramana. That rock shit. Okay. Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Hey, you about to feel it. You about to feel it in a second.
I'm gonna be feeling that, man. I'm gonna get right, man. So we go ahead, hold our glasses up, man. Go ahead, take a sip, man.
Yeah.
Big cheers to our special guest, man, Mr. Mal London.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
For sure, man. So, man, in Portland, man, on lockdown, man. So making that music, creating some great stuff, man. Man, kind of tell us about your musical background, man, and where did that come from?
Yeah, man. Just, I guess the foundation of everything really just started in the church. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, and I just started playing the drums was like my initial thing. And so I was playing drums in the church, just kind of being like the little homie who was just like trying to get on, just trying to play whenever I can.
Yeah.
And so I kind of started there, and then just was doing that for a little bit, and from then I kind of got into high school. I started making beats and I started producing a bunch, and then kind of just blossomed once I went to college and kind of grew up a little bit, and then I started recording, performing, and all that. But that's kind of where I guess a smaller version of the background that I kind of got started in all this.
For sure, man. The church house, man.
Hey, the church. Mount Zion all day.
It's a good foundation.
Shout out, man.
Hey,
it's a great
foundation. Shout out to the Mount Zion family, bro. If y'all watching.
Raph was definitely the big homie out there. You know what I mean? I was probably 10, 11, 12 and trying to hoop with Raph and all that, like just trying to get, trying to keep up,
Hey. For sure, man.
Hey, that's how it happens. That's little bro right there.
Yeah, shout out to the churches around the world, man. I know I was in the choir back in the day trying to get my little doo-wop and the show stopping on.
For sure.
For sure.
Hey, B, let them know a little bit about Mrs. Birdwell, man.
Man, the legend. She like to me embodies like Seattle music in a way, right? Like people who were in that scene, like the church scene, like everybody knows Miss Birdwell. Like she's just well known. She just has been around. She's not from Seattle. She's from California, but she moved up there and started playing at Mount Zion, where we both went. to church, and she just kind of like just kind of took control of the music part of our church, and she kind of just blossomed and kind of helped put people on like me and my brother, just a lot of people who kind of went through Mount Zion and kind of just learned music. You know, she's just a incredible person. She's a director, pianist, singer. Like, she can kind of just do it all, you know. So for sure, man, shout out to Miss Burwell. She really just, you know, helped everybody for sure.
Shout out to her, man, for sure, man. Nice. Love that background, man. Some of the greats, some of the music greats, man, came straight from the church, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
So, man, most definitely.
Facts.
hey, Mount Zion got history.
Got
too.
history,
Yeah,
huh?
it's got history.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Facts.
As far as your genre of music, I know you kind of rap and you kind of harmonize and stuff like that. What do you consider your genre?
Man, that's like literally the question I low key be asking myself. I really don't know. I come to it as like in a rap mentality, like the idea of like I want to, like, it's competitive to me. Like, I want to be the best at what I do, of course, right? So I come with that mentality, but I also like I play with melody so much. Like, I love this melodic shit. Like, to be honest, man. So I it's kind of hard to really say if it's hip hop or if it's R&B, or, you know, kind of put in that. It's just really just a mix, man. It's just a vibe, to be honest, man. I really can't. I try not. Yeah, I just try to approach it with the just organic, genuine heart. To be honest, man. Nothing too crazy.
Sure, man. Yeah, man. Because when Kay and Ralph was telling me about you, I was like, man, you know, what type of genre or what kind of vibe? He's like, man, I don't know, man. It's just different, man. It's like he don't really sound like a certain person. He just do his thing, man. So I was just thinking when I was listening to it the other day, I'm like, man, it's like R&B, like hip hop, kind of like a fusion. I'm like, man, it's more like R&B, like rhythm and vibes. You dig?
Man,
Make that new shit, man. Rhythm and vibes, man. Because man, I was just driving in my car and I was just like, man, this shit is cool. Like, I feel like I'm in a time machine, man. I'm just cruising and shit like that. So, man, definitely, man, shout out to that, man.
Yeah, no, that's really my personality though. I'm super even keel. Like, I'm just kind of like to myself a lot of times. Like, I'm not really doing the most. Not really. I mean, I turn up when I can and when I want to, but I just be low key and all that. So yeah, I mess with that for sure.
For sure. Rhythm and vibes. That's a new genre.
I like that.
Rhythm and vibes, man. We got to hit up Apple and see if they can change that for me.
Rhythm
Oh,
and
yeah, you
vibes,
got
dog. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It ain't just hip hop, man. It's a little bit of everything, man. It's not rhythm and blues. It's more rhythm. We vibing. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. We feeling good. You know, driving in the sunset with that shorty, man, that you've been eyeing all week.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to the beach. After quarantine, you dig? Yeah, man, for sure, man. So with this quarantine stuff going on and everything like that, man, where do you gain your inspiration from, man? Because I know it's kind of tough, man. You're kind of locked in. You know, I know some people, they come with their best music when they're kind of locked down, bunkered down. Some people, they kind of like, okay, I need to be out and about. So, I mean, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, man, it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie. Recently, though, with all the the stuff going on right now with the police brutality and protests, like I've been going out to a few protests and participating, but that's been kind of like the main inspiration at this point. Is kind of making music that serves the purpose of like right now, and making sure people feel it, and making sure like it's like it has a purpose and it's being used in the correct manner. Like everybody, I feel like every artist should have their time. Like when I think of like Kendrick, he does that very well. Like he makes music in a moment where he knows this is the moment that needs to be made. J. Cole, same way. I say Drake does the same thing where you want to chill back and let loose and just kind of vibe out. Like every artist should kind of hit towards what their time should be. And I think right now I've been working a lot for sure.
What about where'd you get your inspiration for Fly Away? Because that's your jam. Saying it's like the perfect song for the perfect time right now.
Yeah, man. It was really, I wrote that the night when George Floyd passed, when they announced when he was murdered, that night I seen the video for the first time and it really just struck me, and I just started writing immediately, and then from there I recorded it that night, mixed it, and just kind of listen to it for like the next day, just kind of making sure like this. I'm a type that's like, I don't like to put nothing out if it's not, to me, it doesn't feel worth it, and I don't want to just make noise. I want to make a purpose with my music. So when I was recording it, and I was just like, this feels like what a lot of people probably feel right now. Like what like you feel like you just want to leave this shit. Like you just don't. There's a lot of this bullshit going on and just disrespect. And you just kind of you just fed up with it. You tired of it. So that was kind of my position on that when I first made that.
For sure.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep as hell, bro.
Yeah, it's straight up.
Little homie growing up, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't let him big bro you, man. You the big dog now, man. You killing this shit, man.
Nah, man.
Man. I got
much
much respect
respect
on
on
both y'all laying on the
man.
foundation.
For sure.
There's much respect.
Man, speaking of with all this stuff going on, man, we got the topic. Did y'all see that Dave Chappelle kind of show? He kind of dropped surprisingly yesterday.
Hey, he went in.
Man, I mean, I would call it a comedy show, but to me, it's more so like a conversation or monologue, if you will. Did y'all check that out?
Man, I didn't get to watch it.
Oh man, you got to see that, man. It's very powerful, man. I almost brought a tear to my eye, man. Just the way he delivered it, and just his the way he just really talked about the situation, man. And he had a few comic reliefs in there, but it really wasn't.
It wasn't really
on
anything
that
comical.
line,
Right.
But man, he really touched on it, man. On the George Floyd thing. Because he was talking about how on his birth certificate he was born at 8:46, so it really hit him real hard.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about Kobe's death and stuff like that, and 8/24 that's his birthday. He was born on.
Wow.
So it's just the way he just did it, man. It was very important and very necessary, man. He spoke some truth, man, and to me he's the GOAT for that shit, man. You watch that shit,
I'm gonna
you're
watch
be
it.
like, Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. I'm sorry. Like if you
shit.
thought maybe Richard Pryor was the GOAT at one point,
Nah.
I think after yesterday he dropped that shit and it's called 846 and it's on
846.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check that shit out, man. It was very powerful, man. It was deep, man. Did you see it? How did you feel about it?
Yeah, man. It was a straight like I love how raw it was, man. Like
Yeah.
it really was just him. Like you could tell he was just not like mentally, like he was just really fucked up. And I appreciate people who put themselves out there when they're maybe not feeling the best or just not in a great state. And you can tell like there was just moments you can just see flashes where he was really just like, nah, like this is just it's over. Like he is just fed up with it, and that's what most people are right now. So I appreciate Dave Chappelle for voicing that, because he's a leader right now. So we need those voices to lead us for sure.
For sure, man. And one thing that kind of brought it out to me too, because he talked about something that we hit on about the Don Lemon, kind of calling out celebs and shit like that. He was just like, well, I would just wish that nigga would say my name. I'm just
he
waiting
just
for him to say
waiting.
my name.
He mentioned that.
He mentioned that.
And then he was just like, shit, what, why you want to hear from celebrities at a time like this? The people are doing the groundwork. The people are really out there. Like I say, I went to a protest a couple of weeks ago in Houston, man. There was 60,000 people strong. I'm talking about, man, just everybody stood in solidarity, man. It was beautiful, man. And it's been like that in every single state. They say all 50 states had some kind of a protest.
for sure.
And around the world. So, man, it's just shit he was saying, man. It was just so powerful, man. And so, man, I highly encourage, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I don't want to get too many details because I really want people
I'm just going to give one more
look at it.
detail because he hit a major key point when he was just like, I've been talking about this for years. Like for years and years and years. And now y'all finally are paying attention to what I've been saying.
Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. It's a crazy world, man. But, man, I'm glad you're still getting your inspiration, man. Pumping that new music out, man. We need it. We need it, man. And I know you dropped a little bit about Kendrick and J. Cole, man. Just imagine how far their album's going to be, man, when they drop.
Man, I can't wait.
Shit, man. We got to get you on the collab with them, dog.
Man.
Somebody,
Straight up, bro.
man, that would be crazy, man. Like, yeah, Kendrick he's to me like the greatest to me. Like, that's somebody who when an artist hits the perfect time in your life, like you just understand it. When some artists they could tell you somebody's like the greatest. You might be too young to really understand, kind of like, what they're saying, but. Kendrick to me, I really like. I was in high school, so it was like that prime time where you start figuring out yourself, and you start learning, and then from there you kind of just grow with it. And then every 3 to 4 years when he drops, it's like God, it's just like the soundtrack to what I'm going through type shit. So Kendrick to me is probably the GOAT for me.
So who's your top 5 rappers of all time.
Oh man, top 5. So Kendrick's there.
Top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Kendrick's there for sure. I'm gonna have to go nostalgic based off of me. I'm gonna have to say Wayne, Lil Wayne for sure is in there.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm gonna probably say, for sure. I'm gonna say Kanye. I know he's in timeout currently, right? But I respect like I just love his music, man. From so Kanye's in there.
Okay.
Definitely got to throw Jay just based off what he did and what he has elevated for just artists in general. So that's 4.
Jay-Z or J.
And then,
Cole?
oh, Jay-Z for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
Okay.
And then 5, man. Let me see. 5. I'm gonna probably say. I'm like, ooh.
That's tough.
It's always tough. This is always
You
tough.
can't break it down to
Yeah,
5.
it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. I get that, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So who would it be
Yeah.
between?
Man. I'm trying to think. The 5th. I'm gonna have to say. It's personal. I'm gonna say like it's not probably nobody's top 5. All right. But I'm gonna say Currency.
Oh, okay,
Currency.
yeah.
And
Hey.
let me say
We
why.
rock
Let
with
me
him,
tell you
man.
why. Because I
Hey.
think like Currency to me, like he embodied my generation, like that 2010s era for me. Like that was like Currency to me was one of the best in that and what he did, he had a pocket. Like he didn't try to do too much. So
Yep.
he's probably in my 5, and which is crazy because most people be like, "What?" But that's just for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I agree.
He's definitely underrated, though.
Hey, he's so underrated.
He's underrated.
He brought out that good side. He brings out like those sides of low key artists like Larry June, and
Yeah.
he brings out that type of vibe, and he pushes that because they're just talking about real shit, like their day to day shit. They ain't talking about anything that's like,
Yeah. Fabricated.
oh man, like I got all these females and all this. No, it's just like he put Currency on, and he know all his shit's gonna be dope.
But the sad part is I can't not say Drake.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
Drake has to be in my top 5. Like I feel like he just solidified in a position of that, like top 5, whatever. So I would say Drake if it's not Currency. Like, for me.
Hey, that's not a bad top 5.
That's not a bad top 5.
Hey, and when you said Currency, man, before I came in here, I was actually listening to your song, Currency Green.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit there is hard, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit is hard, bro. Cause he always be saying that shit on his when he be kind of like hitting with the ass.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
it's like if you know Mal London stuff, man, he be having those little sneaky points in your music. I'd be like, yeah, I know you got that, bro.
You know he got
So
it.
when you said Currency, I was like, okay, I see it because that song, I was just jamming Currency Green before I came in here.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
crazy, man. So, and viewers, if y'all listening, download his albums, man. Currency Green is the shit, man. All the tracks is the shit, man. But that's one of my favorite as well. Currency Green, for sure, man. Man, that was a good question, dog. Top 5, man.
Yeah.
Top 5.
What's y'all top 5s, man?
Yeah, man.
I know.
man.
We.
Yeah, what's y'all? Yeah, that's a good question.
What's y'all
Drake
top
is in there
five?
too, though.
Hey, Drake.
Drake is in my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead first,
Um,
Kay.
I mean, I'm gonna say Drake. To me, Drake is number 1. I mean, for me,
Out of all time?
out of everybody,
Oh wow.
Oh,
out of everybody,
you better explain yourself.
I can't even be mad at that.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at that.
just he has so many different levels. You know what I mean? On where he can go with it. But I just can't think of a person for the last 10 to 12 years that's just putting out that many hits for 12 straight years.
Hold on. So we doing top 5 like
In
recent
eras?
history?
Because
or
I know
like
y'all gonna
period?
say Wayne. I know y'all gonna say
Or
Wayne.
are we talking about period or like
period?
as far as right now? Okay.
I'm saying period.
I respect
Drake is number 1 for me.
He said, period.
I mean, I'm gonna put Wayne up there. Tupac. Tupac is up there for me. Tupac, Wayne,
That's 3.
Drake.
I mean, Jay.
Who'd he say?
What
He
you say?
did it.
Are you freezing up? What
Yeah,
you
he froze
say?
up a little bit. See if he get back.
Oh, there you go.
Who'd he say?
I don't think. I don't know.
So you said Drake.
Drake,
you said Wayne.
Wayne, Who else I said? Tupac. I'm trying to see who else. Man. This one's tough for me, man. Top 5 rappers.
Oh,
Nas.
okay.
Yeah, Nas. Okay.
One more.
And then I'm gonna say either Buddy or Andre 3000.
That list too.
3 Stacks.
3 Stacks.
Keep your heart, 3 Stacks.
Keep your heart.
Keep your heart.
Ralph, it's on you, big dog.
Oh man. You know, I'm a big Biggie head.
Baby.
So this his storytelling is like the dopest shit ever. And then, you know, growing up in the good old, since I'm an 86 baby, man, you know, I like lyricists. So people might not agree, but Talib Kweli was my nigga back in the
Okay,
day.
I can respect that.
You know,
Talib was dope.
And so that's 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's just the most underrated rapper, you know, right, to be honest with you. Man. Dang. Yeah, Tupac, you gotta put Pac in there. I put Drake. But this is like, you know, this one's gonna hit heavy because not everybody's gonna agree. But Fabulous has straight bars to me.
Okay.
And he can like really spit
Okay.
different. Like Jay's there too. But yeah, Jay's there with, but it's like if it was like a 0.5, Fabulous would be there too.
Okay.
It's like,
So you say Jay over Fab or Fab over Jay?
well, Jay just got that quality work that Fabulous got his history from and flipped it, you know. But like Fabulous got straight. Me and Kay were bumping that shit today. I was just like, Fabulous been having bars for a minute though, but he's got better. Like,
Yeah. Only thing with Fab though, like
Can't make an album.
early on, he
can't make an
couldn't
album.
make an album. I think his first album that really was just solid to me was Loso's Way.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
that was the first album I can listen to all the way through without skipping.
but it's like so many good artists right now, like J. Cole. You got
It's hard to pick
It's
a top
just-
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
hard
pick
to
a
pick a top
five.
5 because the different eras, man. So
Yeah.
as far as my top 5, of course, Tupac got to be number 1. It's just because I mean what he did sparked the nation, and his stuff is still relevant. Nas is my number 2.
yeah, Nas got to be. In
I mean,
there.
Nas, like growing up when I first really got put on the hip hop, man, Nas was just
one mic.
like that Illmatic. Like I got the vinyl right now, man. I could just jam Illmatic. I know every single lyric to Illmatic.
Different.
It was written.
Hey, that's funny. I was
It's
bumping
like,
Illmatic
like I'm
all
just
last
like
week.
Nas is like
I was bumping Illmatic
He was
all
like-
last week.
because
He was like 18. He was like 18 when he
Yeah.
made that.
yeah, so
That's nuts.
that's crazy. Like I mean,
Yo.
he had the whole New York world
Hey.
shook. He had Jay-Z shook. Everybody like shook when he dropped. So Nas is definitely my top.
But he was
like,
very
is number
introvert.
2. Yeah, but I mean, like I always like Nas style too. He was the first one had the big fat chain. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he was just fly. I
He
just
had
like
the
everything
part.
he had going.
Yeah, that part.
That's number 2. I guess Kendrick gonna have to be my number 3, man. Like when Kendrick came out, man, he just killed it for me, man. With
Yeah, he did kill it.
Section 80 and the overly dedicated. I'm like, oh shit. And man, and that's what your shit kind of remind me of, like the 2009, 2010 shit that was dropping.
Yeah.
Like that's why, like they were telling me about you, and I listened. I'm like, oh shit, this shit kind of bringing me back to 2010. Like man, it has some
Yeah.
dope shit. J. Cole, Kendrick, Wiz. Like it had some dope shit.
Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, Dom Kennedy.
Dom
Hey,
Kennedy.
Dom
like,
Kennedy.
that shit.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm on
man.
the Dom heavy, boy.
Hey.
So that's how many? That's 3. I got Tupac, Nas. I got Kendrick. A lot of people probably don't say this for some reason, but man, Snoop is definitely in my top 5.
I know you said that the other show
said that.
too.
I don't know why, man, because Snoop just so cool, man. He got so many different genres, man. He made reggae, he made gospel,
But
man, he
hey,
had pimp shit, man.
his first album though.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
Snoop is definitely in like number 4. Then number 5 is gonna have to be a toss up, man. Who's my number 5, man? That's tough. I think I'm probably have to go with Scarface. This is, I'm from Houston, man. Scarface is just, man, lyrically, man, like he was the first one out of Houston that just came with them bars. It's so crazy.
I
From
think
Ghetto Boys to going
Scarface, man, if he would have been from like a New York, he would have got way more respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
just lyrically, just being from Houston, a lot of people put him like, oh, he's not lyrical like that, but yeah, he got
he
killed
can
it.
go.
Yeah, for sure, man. Top fives, man. So yeah, man. I mean, like I say, it's no wrong answer to that. Top five is very subjective, man. But
Hey, just black people are dope, and we make some dope ass music.
dope ass music, man.
Man, we are music. Man.
Hey,
Like,
we is
are
music. Hey,
Hey,
from
hey,
reggaeton to everything.
that's why they had that
we are.
blackout.
Yeah.
That's why they had that blackout. It was really based around music, the music industry.
Oh, and black people kill every single
Come on,
quality
man.
and effect of
Yeah,
that.
man. I think that was the dopest thing they could have did with the blackout, man. Because man, when I went to Apple Music, they were playing nothing but black music all day, man. That shit was so.
Oh, I was bumping. I was bumping their whole playlist. They had a playlist that had all their shit the whole day. I was bumping.
wow.
So you team iPhone too, right?
Ah, damn.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Oh
gonna be
man,
honest.
so we just only got one person that's on
Hey,
the
right,
on
bro.
the tracks.
Hey, we don't want to start that lifestyle for y'all, man.
We're trying to convert him, bro. We're trying to, but
Okay,
Nah, you gotta convert, bro. You gotta
Hey,
come
the
on
way
the,
my work account
you're on the
set
dark
up-
side right now.
Hey, the way my work account's set up, I can't convert right
all
now.
right, man. We got to get him an iPad or something, man, before you can be on the group text.
Something, right?
So check this out, man. We've
Yeah.
been through quarantine, man. We've been in this quarantine for almost 3 months, really. Like, you know,
March.
Yeah.
March. This shit crazy. So let me ask you this: so if you had to go on a quarantine for a whole year straight, with no internet, nothing, you got to stay at home. You only can listen to 3 albums for a year straight. 3 albums. What 3 albums would those be?
ooh,
Oh, that's a tough one.
Hey.
just 3, huh?
3.
About a week
Man.
ago.
You know what? And you know what? It don't have to be necessarily hip hop. It can be anything.
About tweaking, yo.
Oh, okay. Let me start with Marvin Gaye. What's going on?
Oh,
I believe that's what that album.
Okay.
Is it what's going on? Or am I wrong?
yeah.
I'm gonna have that in my top 3. I need something that's gonna be soulful.
That feel good.
That's feel good. That's just, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna get Marvin Gaye in there.
Okay, for sure.
2, I'm gonna have to go. Damn. I'm gonna have to go Section 80.
Man,
My 2.
come on. Talk that shit.
Kendrick. And then my last. Ooh. My last. I need some turn. I'm gonna go Dirty Sprite too. I'm gonna go some Turner shit. So I'm gonna have my soul,
Turned
my
up.
soulful Marvin. I'm gonna have my conscious shit with Kendrick, and then future Dirty Sprite too. As my turn up shit.
Hey, that DS2.
That's gonna be my
That
3.
DS2 was the
How you
shit, though.
rocking? How you rocking? Okay, we gonna go to you,
Yeah.
dog.
That DS2 is different. That DS2 is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you ready to turn up, man? For sure. Okay, 3 albums. Quarantine for a year.
That's it.
3 albums. Any genre.
Oh man, this is tough, bro.
Yeah, let me get out.
I don't even think we don't have enough time for me to decide and try to figure that out
All right, would you
because
get
it's just too hard.
Off top.
off top? It's off top. He did his off top, man. He killed it. He killed
Off
it.
top.
Off top. You might need to get some of this tequila. It'll get you right.
Hey, you might-
Man,
Let
you
me
thinking
think.
fast.
Yo, come back to me. Let me think on this, bro.
Alright.
Ralph.
Hey, I might have to put some Isley Brothers on there.
Okay.
What album? Was it an album or greatest hits or
The
what?
one album was like Make Me Say. Which one? Which album was that? I gotta look. But yeah,
So it'll definitely be Isley Brothers.
it's Isley Brothers. I have to have him in there.
Okay.
Damn.
That shit tough.
I don't know, for some reason Cameron Come Home.
That shit was classic. Hey,
Yeah.
in college, dog, me and my crew, dog, we swore we was diplomats, dog.
Hey,
man.
that Cameron, I don't know why. I could just bump that any time of the day, and I'm just like, hey, I be feeling like wearing pink and everything. You know what I'm saying?
The pink furs, yeah.
Hey,
Oh, dog, straight up in college, man. Shout out to the Six Figures,
Ah,
man.
man.
We thought we was the diplomats, dog.
that's true. What would be the third? It'll probably be some Anita Baker, man.
Damn it, you took my shit.
I had to do that for the third. Because, like, you know, Cameron will fill all my purposes with that, you know, with that album. And, you know, Isley would be like my masculinity. And then, you know, that Adina, That ain't a bad. She would be all like, yeah, I need my purpose right here from the woman feeling from that gut.
Damn.
My bad, bro. My
Damn, you
bad.
took my shit, dog.
Hey, at least we think alike.
Hey, I was definitely gonna say Anita Baker, dog, because I need something to clean up to. Shit. I need something to clean up to, dog.
We did say that. You got to clean up with the Anita Baker.
Clean up with that Anita Baker.
That's true.
Oh,
I got my 3 though. I got my 3.
Okay, come on.
All right, so
No, that's facts.
Black
Spotless
album,
clean.
the Black
Spotless.
album, Jay-Z.
Okay, Black
Okay.
Album J.
Gotta go with that one. Drake, Take Care.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go on the R&B side. I'm gonna go with the Usher
I'll
Confessions.
go there too.
Oh.
Yo, that Usher Confessions album.
That shit was dope.
Oh, you. Yeah, you right.
Those 3 right
You
there.
right.
I'll be good.
I ain't gonna
If I had to pick
That's
one,
a tough one.
yeah.
Damn,
That's pretty
damn,
tough.
that-
That
damn,
Confessions is
that's hard.
Tough. That's
Yeah.
pretty tough,
Yeah.
okay? Got my voice
Damn.
raising up on that
Now I don't even know what I want now, dog. Shit.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, you got all the females with you on now. You got Drake and Confessions with you.
I'm telling you.
straight.
Hey,
You
why
know-
people don't like Drake singing, bro?
Oh, I like what? I didn't never did that
Nah,
shit.
that's
My
the best
barber,
Drake.
he be like on Drake heavy. Like I don't like his singing. I'm like, that's what makes him great.
That's
He
what
can go
makes
to that-
Drake.
Damn. So let me see. Okay. Of course, I gotta get. Damn. I gotta get Tupac. All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
It's a
That's
double
a tough
disc.
one.
It's a double disc. I
probably
gotta
would've
get
went
that
that
one. Damn.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go with you. I gotta get Marvin Gaye, but I'm gonna get that I Want You album. If y'all never heard that I Want You album,
That's a classic.
that'll get you
Hey.
a cougar. I'm telling
Hey,
you,
it'd be a cougar. Hey,
that'll
I'll
get
get
you
you.
a mean
That'll get you.
45-year-old.
Hold on, that'll get you a liger, bro. A liger.
You put that shit on, light some candles, get some red wine or something.
Yeah.
No problem.
See, now you drinking red wine with that one, huh?
I'm not even sipping the hard shit. I'm sipping some wine, some Pinot Grigio type shit. I'm putting on that
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye I Want You album, and then my third one,
Will be a third.
the third one. Oh shit, that's tough, man. It'd probably be that Lucky Day album, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Lucky
not
Day.
gonna lie, man. I really like that
Yeah,
album.
that
man.
album is
that album
tough,
was
though.
cold, man. Like,
Hey.
like when I first started listening to it, I'm like, dawg, I listened to that shit for like 2 months straight.
But you know who also is tough though? That everybody's been sleeping on?
What's that?
Man. Y'all already know.
Who's that?
I'm about to REX Lennox. Ari Lennox.
Okay.
Her album.
Oh, yeah.
Wireless is cold.
Hey,
Yeah,
her
so-
album is.
yeah.
Hey, everybody been sleeping on her, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, those my 3, man.
That's tough.
Like I said, I got double disc too, so I can be jamming. I can jam
Yeah,
to Tupac.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
then
That was
Tupac had
strategic.
Tupac had a lot of features on that All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
Hey.
He had Redman,
All
Method
Eyes
Man,
on
he had
Me.
everybody on there. Had Dad's Corrupt. Yeah, it was dope, man,
I got a question though. I got real quick.
for sure.
We all respect Drake. So what's your guys' top 3 Drake albums from 1 to 3?
Top 3.
Top 3.
Definitely Take Care. Obviously, is on there for me.
Take Care 1.
Ooh, what you thinking?
I mean, nothing was the same.
Nothing Was the Same was dope. I like that. That's one of my favorite ones to me.
Let's see.
I like that
So
one
far-
he dropped.
so far, so-
If you reading it's too
Too late. Yeah, that's a good one.
That
That's
was
dope.
hey, cause he just dropped that shit like out of nowhere, and that shit had some bangers.
Hey, between Scorpion and Views, bro, I don't know. I'm like in a mix. Cause that Scorpion went hard, but that Views
Thank
went
Me
hard
Later.
too.
Like, man, he had some.
Yeah, he got some shit.
Yeah,
But that
every
Scorpion
album-
though, that Scorpion went from like, yo, you could be like, yo, I'm about to mob on you to like, hey girl, I'm gonna love you too. Mob ties and all that shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm up to say Take Care for 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say More Life. We
Yeah.
gonna sleep on More Life.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say If You're Reading This Too Late is my 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about his first one?
Oh,
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later.
Yeah.
Or no.
That's
Which
Thank Me
one?
Later.
Was it?
Yeah.
Thank Me Later was the first one. That one was cool, but I think like he just progressed, man. Like that second one.
Yeah, second one.
Yeah,
I mean,
Take Care,
every
yeah.
album he's coming out with some bangers, boy.
Yeah, he definitely. did
Hey,
his thing.
all I know is dorm parties at Prairie View with Drake on there.
Yep.
Oh, man.
He had to give us PV just one time in the show. Every show he got to shout out PV.
I
Shout
was
out
already
PV.
graduated. Drake came out.
Hey, at the end of the day, I was up there at my alma mater today at the beautiful campus of Prairie View. I missed my exit to get the Waller baked potato from Country Line Barbecue, so I ended up at Prairie View. Hey, yo, I didn't even recognize my damn school. They building so much out there.
It changed? Like,
Hey, it's one of the nicest HBCUs in the land, bro.
okay.
If it doesn't have,
Okay.
if it's not. And shout out to all the HBCUs because right now we matter.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Now going back into your album catalog, man, because I've been kind of going through it, man. Your most recent one is "What's Missing." It's kind of collab album with Zay Sims and yourself. Kind of tell us about that album and what was your creative thought process when making that album.
Yeah, that was kind of. We started that in 2018, like early 2018. Might have been 17, man. We started that really early.
Yeah.
And we kind of, me and my homie Zay Sims, so he's actually my DJ who I be performing with. So he produces it, which is to me I think is one of the best producers out right now. He's low key like myself, but he's very very talented. He knows what he's doing. Like he's next up. So
Yeah, for sure.
we really started that project in like 2018, and then kind of just was just building it on. He moved. He actually goes to Howard, so he's still in college right now. And yeah, so we started early 2018. He went to school, and then we came back, finished it up, and then we just kind of dropped it. And it's kind of just pieced together. This just kind of came organically, man. It wasn't really. It was supposed to just kind of be a more fun project, not really too much of a concept necessarily or anything just like crazy. But it was just supposed to just be just good vibe music that people can just kind of mess with.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, man.
Yeah.
So one of the tracks on there is called "She's Ready," man. How do you know when she is ready? I see you kind of got that excerpt from Tiffany Haddish, man. Dope song, man. That's one of my favorite songs too, man. She ready?
Yeah.
And I seen the video too, man. It's a really dope video, man. Tell us, man, how do we know? Distinguished gentlemen.
Yeah.
I just want to know, man. How do we know when they ready? You did.
Man, it's really, man, for real, bro. It's really just that vibe. You just know, like, it's just a vibe when you just kind of just kicking it. You can just be, a few drinks. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. You're not too lit. Like you just kind of just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Just kind of vibing out. It's a lot of laughs. I think a lot of laughs can really show you. If she ain't laughing, she ain't really messing with you. Like that's just point blank to me. Like, so if she laughing, she vibing with you, then you kind of know she ready. You know what I mean? Like
That's a bet, man.
Yeah.
All the fellas listening to this, man, you gotta make a laugh, man. You gotta have fun, gotta make a laugh. Because in the video, I see y'all was like at an arcade and y'all went out eating, y'all kind of vibing, y'all chilling, man. I think that was real dope, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, you gotta have fun, man. Shoot, man. If you can get a female with laughter and humor, man, you gotta.
Hey, it's a wrap.
You gotta, dog.
Hey, you gotta say the corniest shit sometimes.
Yeah, man.
oh man. You already know.
Man, for sure.
Yeah, but nah, that's pretty much it right there. Just kind of laughs and good vibes, man. Food is really what it is, man. You take your lady out, get some good food. She gonna be ready. Like, you know what I mean? She gonna be
That's what's up, man. So the album's called "What's Missing," man. So what's missing, man? What is missing, man?
Man, that's funny. So we really, that's kind of like a double entendre because we were like, when we first was recording it, we were just constantly like, bro, there's something missing. Like we need something else to it. Like, we were just really just fine tuning it, trying to figure out like, what's missing. And so that was kind of like the initial aspect. Is like, bro, we really kind of was been working on this project low key. Might have been too long. Like, we was in this box just trying to record shit and get everything right. So we're just kind of fine tuning it. And then to us, we're kind of like, man, nothing really sounds like this. You know what I mean? So what's missing? Like we just kind of asked that question, like, bro, we might be what's missing. Like our whole vibe is kind of that. Like we could be the thing that could be something that's missing right now. Because there's a lot of people can make music, a lot of people can put out shit, but is it worthwhile? Is it something people can really fuck with on the long run? And that's that's the goal long term, you know. So yeah.
So Mal London is what's missing in the game right now.
For sure. But it's a true fact.
Straight
I've
up.
been seeing my boys grow since he was like a little guy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we were on the phone talking the other day. I was like, bro, it's interesting talking to you like a grown man right now.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Because
man.
it's like, you know, I've really seen this guy like from the behind the drum set at church.
Yeah.
And we'd be at all the choir rehearsals and
Bible study on
oh,
Thursdays.
yeah, and then the usher
With-
on Saturday morning.
Man. Yeah.
We were at church relentlessly, like all the time for no reason.
Yeah.
Now it was low key like a little like a vibe. Like folks really just came like, especially our age, like we really just came to like kick it.
Yeah, we had a
We
mob.
really just
Hey,
like,
second floor on Sundays, right in the
oh
corner.
man,
Hey, we're deep.
yeah. Oh man, everybody, man. So yeah,
And we all took
Sure.
care of each other. We all looked out for each other. You know, we really became like a family, and that's how we are where we at today. Because, like, man, Seattle, that's one thing I love about Mount Zion and what we created. Because, like, you know, from your brother doing his music thing to, you know, everybody branching off, we still have a connect line. Like, hey, you good? You good? All right. We all look out for each other till this day.
For sure.
So,
back.
Man, speaking of branching off, man, it's one of my favorite songs as well. It's called Tree Branches, man. It's on your Stuck Here in Isolation. You kind of was hitting on, you know, you're not trying to be like Michael Jordan or Jackson. You're trying to be like Martin. I'm like, man, I thought that was so dope, man. Can you kind of explain those lyrics a little bit to me? Tree Branches?
Man, to be honest, man, that was kind of so the line goes, I don't want to be like Mike, not like Jordan, not like Jackson, more like Corleone. So I'm thinking, if you guys watch The Godfather,
Yeah.
so I'm more so referencing Michael Corleone, which was like the
Yes, son. Yeah.
the younger brother in the Godfather, who became the Godfather over time after his dad passed. And to me, that was just kind of more of a reference to, like, kind of showing homage to my dad, because he really kind of put me on to that movie growing up. And he was like, I was maybe like 10, 11 watching Godfather, like, and really like messing with it. Like, it was, you know, it's a slow paced type of movie, but like, it was, to me, it spoke to me as like family over everything. Like, you got to make sure you take care of yours. Like, just kind of like staying rooted in what you're doing and making sure you're taking care of the people you need to take care of. And to me, that was kind of like that. And it just kind of grew from there. But
Sure.
yeah.
It kind of grew from there, and it's called Tree Branches. Well, how ironic.
hey, nah.
Dig. Boy, they on them double entendres, dog. He cold with it.
Oh, so.
He cold with it, man. Hey, that's dope, man.
Hey, yeah, drink to that, Pete. Drink to that.
Yeah, he killed it. He killed
Yeah, man, take a shot. Let's do it, man. Come on.
it. Yeah, man. I'm damn. I've been sipping.
Hey.
I'm almost out of this one.
Oh, damn.
So kind of digging deeper into that album. It's called Stuck Here in Isolation, man. Right now, it seems like you stuck here in isolation with the quarantine, man. And that came out in 2018, man. And it got a picture of you pretty much holding yourself in pretty much an empty room. So kind of tell us the science behind that, and you know, what was your thought process in making that album and stuff like that.
Yeah. That was the first project I ever like worked on personally. Like, I wasn't really, making beats, but as far as just recording and as an artist, I wasn't. That was the first thing I worked on, and during that process, like it was really got to a point where I was just kind of recording a bunch of music and getting to this point where I was just in my room recording every day. Like, it was nonstop. You know, I was in school then, so I was going to class, coming back home, recording, and then going back to class and fixing stuff up. And like, they got to that point, and it was really like Stuck in Isolation was just my mindset. Like, I felt isolated, being in school, not necessarily wanting to be there for what I was studying at the time, and I'm just like, wanting to get into this music, but I can't necessarily, so I'm just trying to balance it out. But I feel like I'm just in this journey by myself, and which was kind of, in hindsight, is how I naturally record. I like to be by myself and record, myself and mix and all that. So it was kind of like the introduction to what I kind of wanted to do. So there's a lot of times I listen back to that process and I'm like, dang, I wish I would have done this, that differently, of course, but it was a good starting point, you know.
Good, man. Dope album, man. So that was your first one, man. After that, you had an EP. Man, tell us a little bit about your EP, man, and you know, and why did you come up with an EP, and you know, what is considered an EP? How many songs and tracks like that? Because a lot of people they're dropping EPs now. It's kind of like the craze nowadays. So kind of tell us a little bit about your EP joint.
Yeah, I think to me, well, the part of your question, I think an EP is like a loose train of thought. Like, it's not necessarily, like, to me, an album is a complete body of work, right? You have, like, I think of To Pimp a Butterfly, I think of Good Kid, I think of For Your Eyes Only. Well, those are complete bodies of work, and I think an EP allows an artist to get something off that necessarily doesn't have a finish to it, where you can like continue it. Like, I think of like Earth Gang, they dropped, like, I think in 2018-19, they dropped 2 EPs where I think one was at the top of the year and one was at the end of the year, where it just continued, you know what I mean? But they had music that dropped in between there. So the EP is a little bit more flexible in that way, where you don't have to necessarily have everything together. I think at that time I was starting to really develop my time when I started recording Cancel and started really embodying my singing more than anything. Because I think in Stuck Here in Isolation, I was more so trying to rap more, and you know, that's what I do, but I definitely am more of a melodic driven person. I think Cancel was the first step in that direction. And then from there, yeah.
I can tell in Cancel, like, it's like both parts of bodies is like kind of came together. And yeah, Cancel, man, I remember when me and Joe were talking, and he's like, hey, he dropped it. And I was like, all right, let me check it out. And then the first song, Promise. That's my favorite
bro. Of all time, bro.
Hey, once you just started that, I just let that whole joint ride. I was all like, yeah, that's him. That's him right there.
What was your inspiration on that one? On Promise.
You said what?
What was your inspiration for that song right there, Promise? Like,
oh man, that was. I'm gonna be honest, I was fresh off of a breakup.
Okay.
And it was a rocky relationship, so that was kind of one of those situations, and I would say it was a little bit after, but according to that, and it's kind of was just kind of leaning onto that experience, and you know, you go into a relationship with the promise of wanting to be together forever, right? But that, you know, obviously doesn't happen all the time, and you kind of have to understand that. And that was kind of more so me accepting the moment where it is what it is. We went through our time, but I may have made that promise of wanting to be with you forever, but obviously it didn't work out anymore. So that's tough. That was kind of.
Hey, that's deep.
That's tough.
Hey, that's deeper than rap. I'm over here like, oh man, he got wisdom now too. Damn.
Yeah, man.
So that's pretty much what it was.
Wow.
Man, that body of work though, man. Hey, real shit. I see you, bro. Hey, real shit.
Man, we trying to just get better and better, man. That's you know, I'm working with a lot of different producers now, and myself still producing where I can, and you know, I'm just trying to continue to grow and get better at it, man. I've really only been like performing artist since 2016-17, right? So I was still early. So in my mind, I'm like, I got a lot of work to do, and that's kind of my mindset with everything. And I just want to get better at it, man. And I'm continuing to record and just fine tuning everything to the maximum.
Okay, for sure. So let me ask you this. So you know, with the way that the hip hop game is right now and stuff like that, with the major labels, a lot of people are kind of going independent and stuff like that. You see Chance the Rapper; he's one of the big advocates of like staying like independent. What are your views on that? And is that something that you want to stay more underground and independent, or do you eventually kind of want to get behind a big machine as far as a label? What you think?
Yeah. I think a label is useful in this way. Like, I think for myself personally, I think I would probably be more leaning towards independent.
Okay.
I think it feels like right now there is a cookie cutter way of music right now, right? So there's a lot of people who are making a formulaic type of sound, which is cool. I'm not dissing that, but for myself, like I want to make the music that I want to make, which may not appeal to the mass audience, and it may do, but I know that what I do is more so an intimate thing, right? So I think an independent route where me finding a core fan base and continuing to grow that will probably be my lane, is what I'm going for, you know? So I think independent would serve me more than trying to be on a label where if I'm on a label with, you know, the big artists right now, I could be just kind of overshadowed and never get the opportunity to really show. So I think for me, I need to be on my own path in that way.
For sure. Real talk. So what is your dream collaboration? Who would you love to collaborate with in the near future? Because it's coming, man. It's coming. I feel it.
I'm gonna say, you know, I've been saying Kendrick, so Kendrick's up there for sure. I'm gonna say Kendrick's there. I love Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Isaiah Rashad for me. I would love to make a song with him. I think we can make some crazy shit. Janae Aiko's another one. I think I can make some crazy vibes with. Smino. Smino's crazy, Midwest.
St. Louis, for sure. A lot of people don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I know about Smino.
Yeah.
Smino's wild. I think me and him can make some cool, just like just a cool vibe. You know what I mean? So I think we could do some. And then I'm gonna have to go. I mean, to the top. I'm gonna have to say Drake. I mean, that'd be obviously like crazy, right? So I would say Drake for sure. So those probably on my list that immediate I would love to.
That's what's up.
For sure, man. Yeah, Smino, man, he's cold, man.
Yeah,
I like his.
yeah.
Hey, man, I seen some on the internet the other day. I don't know if y'all seen this, but they had like Dreamville versus TDE. You know, what camp would dominate or whatever.
Man,
That's a tough one, man. But that'd be some dope shit if they had like a
man,
versus.
Earth Gang though.
Earth Gang.
I think Earth Gang would like just put them just a little bit over, but D Smoke and Sir, you know, it'd be just a hard combo. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Earth Gang be coming out with, you know, Sacrifice, man. That how he just mixed that little part up, you know, and what you be like, oh hell, like
J. Cole did his thing,
Bro.
man, getting all those dope artists, man. He got Buddy. Yeah, Buddy's dope.
Ari, he has Ari
Oh,
Lennox
that's-
on that too.
That's a new cat I love. Buddy to me
Buddy
is
dope.
his
as
neck.
hell.
Yeah.
And he been out for a minute, man. He been rapping with Nipsey for a while. He had a couple of tracks back in the day
Yeah.
with Nipsey back in the day, man. So man, that'll be a tough one, man. TDE, Dreamville, that'll be a tough one.
You got SZA, you got
Yeah.
J Rock.
Yeah. It's just tough. That's like a tough collab.
Schoolboy Q. Oh man, that's a tough one.
And Schoolboy's Q album, everybody slept on that one. That was a great body of work.
Yes, Schoolboy's
Hey.
dope, man.
Yeah.
I seen him in concert, Absol. I seen all of them. Kendrick when he first came to Houston the first time.
Yeah.
I seen him, man. He rocked the house and everything like that, man. It's crazy. So, man, we got those two crews going head to head. We've been in quarantine. I don't know if you've been familiar with the verses with Swiss Beat and Timbaland. Have you seen any of those? For sure. So they just made an announcement today, and I texted you guys earlier. Juneteenth, Alicia Keys and John Legend. They're supposed to play on the piano and stuff like that. You know, a lot of mixed feelings about that, but I think it's gonna be dope, man. They both on the computer on the piano.
I think what they're doing there is it's like bringing harmony to every situation that's going on.
But what they say bad about it? What's wrong?
It's not a battle.
Well, of course, it's not a battle, but like a lot of people looking at it like, I'm gonna be asleep by 8 o'clock.
They both had they shit
They
of hits
both
though.
dope as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, they was sing the hell of, it's like live music to the T.
I think that's gonna be dope, and I think the internet is gonna be good because I think they're.
Well,
they're
I'm
gonna
just
have it
saying,
together.
at the end of the day, if you look at real music, real perception, real depth, like a real intuitive sound from both artists is that when they sing, the room stops.
That's true.
So I mean,
Who y'all got in that though?
I was just about to ask that. We're gonna ask you first. Hold on. We're gonna ask you first. You are our guest. Who you got on that?
Man, Yo, that low key. This is my shit. Because they're so like to me, they're like low key like perfect. Like they're the same low. Like she's like the male version of him, like or vice versa.
Vice versa, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because a lot of people saying, "Oh, Alicia Keys she gonna wipe him."
Nah.
And then some people saying, "Man, John Legend gonna
John
man, he gonna sweep him."
Legend.
Keep on John.
I'm gonna say,
all like, yeah, all right.
Well, I'm gonna let him.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I feel like John would have a lot of shit that people wouldn't forget about. Like people forget about John. Like I think he might get it just based off of like, oh shit, I forgot he did that, or like, oh shit, he wrote that, or like I feel like he might have a lot of those.
Yeah.
You know, so I might have to go John on this, and I don't hold me to that, but I might have to go John.
Okay. I'm saying Alicia Keys.
Okay.
I just feel like, and don't get me wrong, I love John Legend, but he has one level. He sounds the same every single time. That's just me. No. Alicia Keys, she has so many different levels to it. You know. Yeah, I'm going with Alicia Keys on this.
Yeah. Hold up, I'm gonna have to change my answer because if you play Empire State of Mind, if she plays that, it's a wrap. I think. What can John say to that?
I mean, even if you play, what's the one with Mos Def when she's in the coffee shop? What song is that?
You don't know my name?
Yeah, you don't know my name.
Oh shit!
Man, but she got like her first album. Everybody forgot about her first album.
Nah, they ain't forget.
Nah, people have forgot.
They ain't forget.
I mean, our age group, we haven't forgot, but people forgot about Alicia Keys' first album and how tough that first album was, and all the body of work and hits after hits after hits on that album. And so I don't know, it's a toss up for me, like because. Like John Legend, like you said, got them Kanye hits.
He got some hits though.
Hey, he's gonna pull out the Kanye's, man. I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna pull out the Kanye's.
And then plus the body of music.
First album, he killed it.
The body of music that he wrote for other artists too. On top of that,
hey, he's gonna be neck and neck.
It's good. It's a tough one, bro.
I'm gonna go with John.
I was gonna say Black is Beautiful. Whoever gets it,
I'm going.
It's gonna be on Juneteenth. It's gonna be on Juneteenth.
3 against 1 against.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well, two against two.
It's 2-2.
Oh, he said you went.
He
Keys.
changed it.
Okay.
You changed it.
Yeah, it seemed like he's always be left out.
Hey, he said Jagged Edge over 112, and we just looked at him differently.
Yeah. It was 3 against 1 on that, man. So
Like,
dope.
Who'd you guys have in Erykah Badu and Jill Scott?
I think that was just like a woman. That was just a
Eric?
woman body of this
I didn't get to see
beautiful
that.
energy, bro. That was it.
dope. That was dope.
There was no comparison in that because, like, Erykah wrote some of Jill's music, Jill wrote some of Erica's music, and then they were just collabing. Like it was just like, yo, if you were not like real to music, you would have been real that day to it. You know, like
it was dope. I give it to him.
Sisterly love.
That synergy right there.
Yeah, that was it.
Yo.
Yeah. So
I know that was beautiful. I thought there was gonna be a little spice though. I thought there was gonna be some spice.
Nah.
No, it was good.
There's no woman ego whatsoever. I think they both know about ego.
Not at all.
So
No.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, man, can you just talk about your fam, man, with music? Because I know your mom sings, like, you know, your brother be on it. If anybody don't know your brother is a pianist and he can sing. He's like a little Miss Burwell. Because he got trained from her, and then your father too, man. And you know, I know about the background of music that you come from, but you should share that with the people too.
Yeah, man, my brother, man, he's to me the best singer I've ever like heard, you know, and that's biased, of course, but I think his ability, like he just has he just hits you like the heart, like he just literally touches your heart when he sings, man. It's just something about how he's able to do it. He's been doing it since he was 5, 6 years old. Like I always looked up to him, and he's always been singing in the choir, and he's really heavily in the church. So that's what his primary focus is, to push the word, and that's what he does. And I lean on him a lot, man, and making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, and making sure that I'm representing in that way. So I look up to him. He's to me the goal. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to look. I always look up to my brother and making sure that he leads the example, and I just kind of follow suit. My mom is the foundation in that way. She used to sing jazz back in the day before we were born. To tell us, she used to be in jazz clubs singing. And so that's kind of, her love for music has always been there. And, I remember like growing up, going to school, she'd be like playing, jazz, gospel music, and we all just be in the car riding to school singing along. Like that was really just like our childhood. She really set that foundation, and she's a humble woman, and she doesn't talk about it. And it took us I didn't really learn about that until I was older, but she kind of gave up her aspirations of being an artist once we were born, so she was doing that before we were born and getting to it. And my dad is just a music lover, man. Like he really just kind of put us onto all the oldies, 70s, 80s music, and set the foundation that way, and giving us a good ear. What do we want to hear? So that's kind of where I think my background started.
That's what's up. Show, man. Dope, man.
Yeah, no, I just had to have him share that because I know.
Sure,
I've been there. I've been in the presence of the moment.
Hey, big shout out to your fam, man. Big shout out to the church, man. Like
because it was like one story where you remember where we had to learn how to. You remember like the women in the church had to cater to us one time, and we had to cater to them. And your brother, and so your brother, he was on the piano. It was our turn to cater to, the women.
Same and stuff.
Yeah, and man, he got on that piano, boy.
Started killing it.
Man, we thought we were there. We're like, yeah, no, we got this, man. We about to do this. And man, Marcus got on there, boy.
He killed it.
Shut it down.
Sure.
And he was like, he was like 11. This hit that vocal. I was like, I'm done. All right, I'm done. This is the towel. He got the juice now.
No, shout out to my big bro, man. He's really focused on teaching music, and I respect that a bunch because he's been performing a bunch, and he's kind of more so just wanting to spread. His way of doing it is teaching and spreading that through that way, and I fully respect that and always look up to him in that way. So yeah.
Any Houston artists you rock with?
Maxo Cream.
Oh,
Maxo's tough.
Just listen to him.
I mess with Maxo Cream. Okay. Obviously, Meg Thee Stallion is amazing. What she does. Okay. Travis, I love Travis. To me, might have been currently probably one of my favorite artists. Yeah. So those are probably the big three right now. Early on, I mean, I'm not too versed in I definitely know Ghetto Boys, but I'm not too versed into it.
For sure.
So yeah, those were probably my where I'm at with it.
That's what's up. That was a little bit before his time, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Ghetto Boys and
man.
DJ Screw, all of that.
So man.
DJ Screw, and I don't know why I'm not tripping. Yeah, DJ Screw. Yeah. Because let me tell you why I had to go back and listen to DJ Screw. It's kind of funny. You probably be like, what? But it was A$AP Rocky was really what got me into DJ Screw, because he was really heavily talking about it. Like, we really embody Houston music, being from New York, and from there I had to go into DJ Screw and learn that and figure out, okay, this is a whole different vibe. And then I started playing with it myself, and
for sure, man. You ever been to Houston?
No, I'm definitely trying to go though.
I know.
You gotta do a show in Houston, man. Come to Warehouse Live, man. Venture Center. Wherever, man. Whenever you book a show out here, let it, man. I gotta be front row and center.
We already talked about that. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna try to link you up with the right people, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's once this quarantine shit, once this thing clears up, bro, that's gonna be on the list for sure.
Man. So yeah, man, that was gonna be my next question, man. Once this quarantine thing is over, man, I mean, how are your touring and stuff like that? I mean, have you been touring across the country yet, or are you planning on it? Of course, I know right now it's kind of tough for a lot of artists and stuff like that. But man, once this thing open, man, I know people gonna be anxious to get it going.
I know, man. That's the part. Like the hard part about it right now is where, just trying to figure out new ways to do it. I know there's doing it over Instagram, doing live shows over that, and just doing a virtual show. I'm still trying to figure that out personally and how I can make it make sense for myself. So I haven't really done any shows. I've, performed at the protests up here and, just little things like that. But yeah, it's kind of figuring that out, man. It's a weird time, man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, but you killed it though at the protest thing, man. I saw that.
Man, no, it was a crazy, and it was the energy can't be replicated, man. It was just everybody there who was just, you can just feel it. Everybody was there together. We all had the common mission, and we was all just, rooted, and that's what I love,
So how do you be feeling during your performances? Because, you be holding that mic like you just own the whole stage. And I be seeing you, I'm like, man, look at this extra confident dude right here.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. I don't know. To be honest, man, it's really just approaching the show with, understanding that nothing's gonna be perfect, but make the most of every moment, right? So I know early on I was beating myself up on a lot of stuff, like, dang, I should have done that, I should have done this, and I took myself out of the moment. So I think now I'm more so realizing is just understanding the moment, what it is, and basking in it, to be honest. So I don't necessarily get as nervous as I used to. I used to be crazy nervous, man. Like when I first started doing shows, I wouldn't even eat the whole day. Like it would be that type of shit, right? But now I'm getting to the point where I'm more confident and understand crowd participation, understand how to rock the crowd in that way and connect with people. So yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. So you telling us, man, you definitely coming to Houston, you're gonna rock it out, man. We're gonna be right there, man, front and center. I'm gonna tell my friend to get with their friends, y'all gonna be friends. Shit, man. Let's get this shit rocking, man. Get your name out there, man. Cause man, you definitely gotta get on the map, man, for sure, man. That's what's up, man. So what's next for Mal London, man? What's next for you, man?
Yeah, man. I'm working on this project right now. It's the project. I really haven't really talked too much like press about like all that. Like I haven't really talked too much about it, but it's called Out of Service. And it's kind of continuing to embody this isolated mentality that I have. But it's called Out of Service, and it has, I'm pretty much about 70% done with it. I had to take I had to move a little bit away from it just because of the stuff that's going on right now. So stuff could change from here to when it drops, but it's coming very soon.
Bet that, man.
You got any questions for us, man, or anything?
Up, man?
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, shout out to you guys, man. I love what you guys are doing. You guys are brothers that I respect, and I can see what you guys are doing. You guys are laying down the foundation, putting out good content. What's the next thing for you? What do you guys want to do once this quarantine is over? I know that you guys started when the quarantine hit. So then, what's the next thing you guys are trying to do once this quarantine kind of clears up?
Who want to answer that?
Man, growth.
Man.
We talked about doing some stuff even outside of the house, man. Some Breakfast Club type of vibes, you know what I mean? Just different types of looks, different types of feels, man. But just expanding and growing, man. Like for us, this whole thing is like a natural thing for us, man. We having fun with it.
It's our day-to-day conversations.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like, man, I call T be like, bro. I'll be like, let's talk. I call K. I'll be like, K, bro. He'd be like, all right, what is it, Ralph? We always pick each other up, and we always like lift each other. We all met at different points. Yeah. And I met T when we were in college, same classes, same major, everything. I met K through the YMCA when I was over. I was over the sports program there, and then I was hooping and he was hooping, and he taught me a whole different body of work when it came to hooping. And so now, man, it's just like two prolific brothers, just man on some dope. Like we always just had that chemistry. And I was like, yo, we gotta do this shit. We were all at my birthday party. We just all this. It was just a chemistry that you can't really project, and it was just like we were just like magnets at the end of the day. And so it was just like, yo, we gotta put this shit together, even though it's natural as hell.
Yeah, man. We talked about it one day, and it kind of came into fruition, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like Kay said, man, just it's all about growth, man. We're just trying to grow, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to learn, you know, my interviewing skills and shit, man. trying to get some more interviews, man, and just try to just you know, build each other up, man. Because that's why we named it the Distinguished Gents, man. We want to make sure that we helping out the community, man, and doing stuff, man. Trying to build, man. We try to get some merch going, man. Get some more interviews going, man. Do stuff in different locations, different cities. Maybe we can do something in Portland. You know, Seattle, because I never been. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Like, you know, just have like little mixers and stuff like that, man. Just growth, man. You know, this is a great platform just to kind of talk our shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and at the end of the day, you know, we're three successful brothers, man, just trying to make it, man. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, we all had to go through our past, and our past taught us to. And then we also want to also reach out to, you know, there's the people that don't get a voice. You feel me? Because it's like day to day, we have great young folks our age that are doing beautiful work, and they're being overheard and overlooked. And so, you know, we definitely want to hit those platforms too.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
Nah, man, whatever I can do to continue to support y'all, and you know, just whatever I can do, come back another time. I would love to do this, man. This has been amazing.
Sure, man. Definitely, man. Hey, you're definitely a citizen on our show. You know, and hey, all the time, whenever you want to come through, want to plug anything, we definitely gonna get you plugged in Houston, man, because it's a big market. You know, I'm gonna be telling everybody, man. Hey, Mount London, dog.
Hey, PV Nation is strong out here, man.
I'm gonna tell you, so you definitely plugged out here, man. Hey, I'm gonna start taking people phones and downloading your album on there. On Apple Music and everything, get your streams up, whatever we got to do too, man. We got to get you going, man.
Get them performing at PV too.
Yeah, we got to get you at PV one day, that homecoming or something.
HBCU would be dope, man, for sure.
Yeah, say less, man. Say less. Let's get it.
For sure.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure. So, man,
man.
So Juneteenth is next week, man. Any big plans for next week, man? I know you still in quarantine out there, man, but we out here, we free as a bird, man. It's open out here, man. It's open like hallways all day, man.
Come in,
but
like
man, you got anything going on this week?
Yeah, probably. We might do a barbecue or something like that for Juneteenth. Some of my homies got like a cool little, you know, house that we might just kick it at. You know, just kind of keep it low key. You know, stuff ain't open quite yet, so we just probably gonna keep it low key, get some drinks going. You know what I mean? Kind of vibe out.
Low key.
Straight up. That's what's up.
Yeah, you feel me? Come on.
Man, for sure. Okay, man, what you got up for this week, man?
Nothing too much, man. It's gonna be doing my regular training. That's it.
Okay, all right. Ralph,
Man, gotta get my daughter's birthday. Shout out to my daughter
G,
today.
G,
She
G.
turned 6.
Hey, come on.
Little nerdy, beautiful girl that I love.
Yes, what's up?
And so, yeah, man, shout out to her. She turned 6. So now I'm be throwing her a birthday party, man. So, AKA Bougie Barbecue for the grown people.
Bougie Barbecue.
AKA pizza and pool time for the kids. You feel me?
Dope.
So now, man, that's what my plan is this weekend, and then it's Father's Day this coming up weekend too.
Right, yeah.
So you know, I'm about to have probably hopefully do some swagged up stuff, you know, with baby girl, and then my dad too, since he's down in San Antonio too, you know. So
For sure, man. My sister, she throwing a big Juneteenth party, man. So if y'all free, man, come through, man. She doing it big. She celebrate Tupac birthday every year. Like she bake him a cake. Last year she had cake pops. Cake pops. So she do it real big. Like she act like she knew Tupac. So she's doing a big party for Tupac.
Wow.
Juneteenth party. Man, it's about to be live, man. I can't wait. I'm actually on vacation, so I'm gonna be chilling, man. I might come out there to San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm off. Hey, I took off.
Like.
I took off Thursday and Friday, man.
Yeah, man.
I need a break. Your boy been working throughout this whole quarantine, man. At work.
So working on that server.
Hey, not just a server, man. That was one of my problems. You know, that was one of the tasks. But you know,
but yeah, man. I'm off this week, so I'm excited, man. I'm about to be chilling, relaxing. You know, I don't got no big plans going anywhere, but shoot, I'm off, so I'm gonna be chilling, man. Like I said, I might jet out to San Antonio for a quick trip real quick and come on back. But man, Juneteenth, I'm looking forward to it. Like we said on last show, support black businesses. Big shout out to this black man right here.
For sure.
Now London, support.
Hey, they've been waiting on you, bro. They've been waiting.
Raise our glass, even if you ain't got nothing in it. We gonna raise our glass.
We appreciate
to our
you,
guests,
bro.
man. Hey, this
Appreciate y'all,
next
man, for
one up
real.
right here, man.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Absolutely.
This guy gonna be the next one, man. He gonna be having collabs with Drake, with J. Cole.
Hey, we already
with
spoke-
Kendrick.
we already spoke into
Hey,
existence.
it's going down, man, because he's that dope, man. And I'm not just saying that, you know.
Yeah, that's
he's
real.
dope. So look him up on Apple Music. I
Everywhere.
don't care what iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, all that shit, man.
Hey,
Mal
see
London.
Seattle all day.
YouTube. Hey, subscribe. I subscribe myself, man.
Wow.
Dope content. Hey, them videos are dope as hell. Hey,
Who put that shit together?
Man.
Tell him, B. Who put that shit together, B?
Man, shout out to one of my two good homies, man. First start out with Coy. He's a homie I went to high school with and just grew up. He's out here doing a lot of videos and just work. And he's from based out of Seattle. Then my other homie, Sean No, he's down here in Portland, who I mess with heavy. So shout out to them, man. They doing their thing, and they, my brothers for life, and we work and getting things going. So for sure.
big shout out to them, man. Big shout out to you, man. Hey,
sure.
keep doing your thing, black
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey,
Yes,
you
sir.
killing it, man. Support black
Appreciate
businesses. Support black businesses. Support black businesses.
Support black music.
Black
Absolutely.
music.
Yes,
Everything
sir.
black. I'm rooting for
Yeah.
everybody that's black, and that's a fact.
Hell yeah, man.
Put it in black.
So man, hopefully you had fun today, man. Hopefully you'll come back, man. Man, we definitely gonna be looking forward to
Hey,
your
you're a
music.
distinguished little bro.
Hell yeah, man. When I release a project, I'm about to come back.
For
And-
sure.
and see how y'all feel about it.
Anytime, man.
Absolutely.
Anytime, man.
Yeah.
So, man, dope show, guys. Hey, appreciate you again, my brother. And shoot, man, we'll holler at you next time, man. Distinguished Gents, follow us, subscribe. Distinguished _Gents _ on Instagram. Distinguished Gents on YouTube, man. Plug your YouTube channel.
Man, just Mal London, man. Search for Mal London on YouTube. You should see all my videos up there. Instagram _bymal BYMAL _ before that, and same thing on Twitter and all that shit. So yeah, man, just getting it going.
For sure, man. All right, man. Salute to you, man. We are out, man. Thanks again, my man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Run up on a leaf, be begging for a thief. Static prayer where I just laugh, there's nowhere to clear. I prefer to move in silence. Love is on the island, no chatter or no icing. On the world love once residing. Slow down with it in the